Ever felt like you've lost everything, yet something inside you keeps telling you there's more to be discovered? But what if everything you thought you knew about yourself wasn't the whole story? The real twist? It's yet to come. You won't want to miss this. Dear listeners, before we move forward, please subscribe my channel to hit 1,000 figure. There are some things in life that stay with us no matter how hard we try to move forward. Sometimes we find ourselves tangled in old memories, like an old friend or a street that's changed beyond recognition. Today, Clint Eastwood, an aging cowboy, is standing at a crossroads in life, carrying with him the unfinished dreams and lost time of his past. His face, worn with age, hides deep-set eyes that tell a story with every glance, stories that have been building over time. Mike, Clint's character, has lived a life filled with memories, but the wounds he's carried, both visible and hidden, never fully healed. He's lost friends, given up on dreams, and spent most of his life trying to make sense of a world that never really understood him. Yet today, he pauses for a moment, standing at the edge of something final, something real, and trying to understand what these years have meant. It's a relatable moment for all of us. How many times have we stopped to reflect on our own lives, wondering what we've truly accomplished? Have we lived the lives we dreamed of, or did we settle for something less? Mike is asking himself these same questions as he stands on the brink of a life's ending, where every moment is precious but tinged with a hint of sadness. Mike's life hasn't been one of straightforward choices. He's seen the highs, the lows, and everything in between. But it's in these moments of quiet solitude that he finds himself reflecting on the decisions that shaped him, the ones that brought him here to this point. Years ago, Mike had a chance to change things. He had an opportunity to take a different path, to walk away from the hard life of a cowboy and settle into something easier. But like many, he chose the familiar, gritty, raw, and full of fight. Maybe he thought that's what made him a man. He pushed away his regrets with whiskey and the open road, never allowing himself to truly stop and think about what he was leaving behind. But now, it's all catching up with him. As Mike rides through the desert, the emptiness around him is a mirror to the emptiness inside him. He's no longer running. He's finally faced with the consequences of his choices. And with that comes a painful but necessary realization. Maybe he missed out on something along the way. This feeling of regret is something many can relate to. How many times have we all looked back on our lives, wondering about the paths we didn't take, the people we didn't fight for, the dreams we let slip away? Mike's journey is one of self-reflection, a reminder that the hardest thing in life can sometimes be facing the choices we made and finding a way to make peace with them. Just when Mike thinks he's alone in his struggle, life throws him an unexpected twist. He encounters a young boy, Raffo, who, much like him, is struggling to find his place in a world that's been unforgiving. Raffo's father is a dangerous man, and the boy is stuck between loyalty and survival, torn from a broken family. He needs help, and Mike, despite his reservations, steps in. Mike sees a lot of himself in Raffo. Both are lost, but neither of them wants to admit it. They both carry pain in different forms, but their shared loneliness bonds them in a way that Mike never expected. It's in this boy that Mike begins to see a second chance, not just for Raffo, but for himself as well. As they journey together through the unforgiving desert, the two slowly form an unlikely partnership. At first, Mike is hesitant to bond with the boy. He doesn't want to get attached, fearing that he might just lose him like he's lost so much in his life already. But with every step they take, Mike begins to realize that this boy might be the redemption he's been searching for. Through their shared experience, Mike understands that it's never too late to start over. The boy is teaching him, just as much as he is teaching the boy. This part of the story strikes a deep chord. We've all been there, unsure if helping someone else can heal our own wounds. But sometimes, helping others can be the key to healing ourselves. And just like Mike, when we least expect it, a second chance can show up in the form of someone we didn't even know we needed. As Mike and Raffo travel deeper into the harsh, sun-baked desert, the bond between them strengthens. They talk less, but their silence speaks volumes. In the quiet moments, as the wind sweeps across the sand, Mike starts to see the world around him differently. It's no longer just a place full of broken dreams and past regrets. It's a chance to rewrite the story. Mike's learned to survive on his own, relying on his instincts and toughness. But now, as he shares this journey with Raffo, he sees that survival isn't enough. What matters more is what we do with the time we have left. The days are no longer about escaping from his past, but about finding some sort of peace. With Raffo by his side, Mike realizes that maybe the final ride isn't about leaving it all behind, but embracing what's left of it. The journey becomes more than just a physical one. It's a ride into the unknown, a metaphor for Mike's internal struggle. Can he make peace with his past? Can he find redemption in his later years? The tough cowboy has always fought the world, but now he finds himself fighting something deeper, facing the man he was and learning to become the man he wishes he'd always been. This section highlights the beauty of life's unexpected turns. We often think that redemption is something we earn through great acts, but sometimes it's as simple as showing up for someone else. Mike's ride into the desert, with all its challenges, is also his ride into his own heart, finding the courage to change and make things right, not just for himself, but for those who need him most. The end of Mike and Raffo's journey is near. As they reach the edge of the desert, the sun begins to dip low, casting long shadows over the land. Mike knows that his time is running out. The weight of his years, the scars of his past, and the choices he made are all coming to a head. But in this moment, he is no longer burdened by them. Mike realizes that the final ride wasn't about escaping. It wasn't about running away from the past or the mistakes he made. It was about finding the courage to face them head-on and move forward. His life, though filled with regrets, also holds moments of strength, lessons learned, and, most importantly, the love he found for someone he never expected to care for, Raffo. As Mike looks to the horizon, his mind flashes to the countless rides he's taken before. Rides that led to nothing but more pain. But this ride feels different. This time, he's riding toward something. Maybe not a new beginning, but at least the peace of knowing he did the best he could. The cowboy knows that he might never find the perfect resolution, but he has found something far more valuable. He's found redemption in the form of helping another soul. In his final moments, Mike reflects on something bigger than himself. It's not the fame or the glory that defines a man. It's the relationships, the choices, and the willingness to face his demons, no matter how difficult. In the end, Mike may be riding off into the sunset, but he leaves behind something more powerful than any of his past triumphs. He leaves behind a legacy of second chances, of redemption, and of the quiet strength that comes with accepting one's own humanity.